And now sports with Chris Duerr from the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Sports Desk.
Well, this is my 31st first week of high school football here in the Tri-States. The euphoria is here, and it just seems to get more fun every single year. So in that spirit, tip top of the evening, everybody, and welcome to Sports Final. That's Ben.
This is my first night here in the Tri-States for the madness, and the schedule treated us well, Chris. In fact, I got to take in not one, but two games that saw Hannibal and Monroe City take on Show Me State Gridiron Royalty tonight. Plus, we got our first look at Marvin McNutt football for the KHQA, but we start, to the shock of no one, with the showdown at 10th and Jackson.
Indeed, Quincy High School, UND, the showdown, crosstown style, perhaps for the last time tonight. And away we go in this one. Defense standing up early for the Blue Devils in this one. It is the very quotable, the very eminently quotable Cameron Flax Hill with the tackle for loss right there. That sets up this. Braden a little to the air. Rico Clay Jr. at the back end of it, and that's a 7-0 lead at that point. More from the Blue Devil defense at this point. Colton Smith doing his thing with a tackle for loss right there. However, Quincy Notre Dame going to make some things happen defensively as well. It's the all-state linebacker, Mr. Talon Scott, with the strip and the recovery at that point. And man, here comes Wyatt Mueller. He's going to do some nifty stuff, scrambling for big yards right here. That would set up Ivan Hoon from short yardage, the power back, looking every bit of it for the Raiders, plunging in, cutting that lead to 7-6. Check this out, though. It is Caden Johannesson, always ready for a big game, always ready for a big moment. And man, he's going to rumble all the way down to the 1-yard line. Wyatt Mueller's going to catch him. That's why he's a Division I kid. Good stuff from Caden. Sets up Jarius Rice. He's going to clean things up right here, as you will see, off the little nifty receiving touchdown from Braden Little. That makes it 13-6 Blue Devils at that point. More tackle for loss time right here. It'll be Colton Smith and Oliver Vogel getting in on the act. How about some stuff happening to make some fun? Wyatt Mueller scrambling, looking, and going to pick up a crucial first down, then a passing touchdown. He's going to hook up with Mr. Dolman right here and cut this lead at that point to 13-12. We got ourselves a ball game going on. The PAT would be blocked, and yes, that left it at 13-12 at that point. More to come from the Blue Devils, though. They're going to go back to work. They're going to go back to the air. Little short pass to Mr. Rico Clay Jr. in this one, and then it's going to set things up neatly. Braden Little doing what he does, improvising, making things happen. And then it's Tykel Hammer's time, all the way to the back of the end zone, and that is pretty stuff from Tykel. Makes it stand up. Big second half from the Blue Devils as they end up getting the victory and making it look good in doing so. 40-12 was your final in favor of Quincy High School as they take down QD to go 1-0 on the season. Big time showdown tonight as well in Rushville. Rushville Industry taking on Stark County. Brian Lafferty's team with a tough opener against last year's conference champs in this one. The Rebels already have 14-0, but check out Rylan Reimolds with the strip right there. That is going to be a Hunter Gossage recovery, and then Rylan Reimolds is going to do what he does, convert fourth downs. Not once, not twice, but 3 times on this drive. This is 4th and 1. Rylan not done on 4th and 3. Critical run makes it happen. And then on 4th and 3 again from the 5-yard line, going to plunge in for the only touchdown of the night for the Rockets, unfortunately for them, as they're going to end up falling to a really good Stark County team. Don't write off Rushville Industry just yet. Showed a lot of good things. Their own worst enemy with turnovers tonight. 27-6 was your final in that contest. On to the scoreboard now. Jacksonville got an early scare tonight from Pittsfield. Man, Zach Ferguson's team is much improved. Lamarion Williams with 2 touchdowns for the Crimsons. They roar back in the second half and get the victory. 26-14, your final there. Also in the docket tonight, Illini West, no match for a really good Farmington team. 33-0 was your final in that contest. West Hancock falls on the road to Deer Creek Mackinac. We're going to show you some highlights of that game tomorrow on the big overtime show. Also, how about Macomb just taking out LVC big time tonight, 49-8 in blowout fashion in that contest. And now checking in with the defending state champs, Camp Point Central. Here's my guy, Ben Schmidt.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the defending state champs, they open with North Green and the Panthers. They made this one look rather easy. First, we get things going with Elijah Genenbacher, and he's going to convert on a short yard touchdown. And once he is in, that gives, like you said, the defending state champs an 8-0 lead. Then on the other side of the football, it's Genenbacher again. He's going to go on to strip the Spartan quarterback and then recovers the fumble. He was just doing it all on this night. Both offense and defense were on point. And then we see some more offense coming from Camp Point Central. And it's Curtis Rigg, Camp Point Central offense, showing they can do it through the air as well, as long with on the ground and on defense. A 53-yard touchdown. This one on a run makes it 14-0 Panthers. And they go on to win it. This one was never really all that close, as now you get to see Genenbacher on the long touchdown. And this goes on to be a 69-0 win. North Green falling in this one. Like I said, not all that close.
A great run there by Curtis Rigg of 53 yards to close that out. All Central all the time. Elsewhere in the WIVC, late starting scores because of weather over in the Springfield area. Now at the half, this game started at 9:05. Unity Payson rallies back from an early deficit, leads West Central at Winchester, 22-14 there. Greenfield Northwestern at last check at the half, another late starting game, was leading over Brown County in that game, 6-0. Could not get an update on Pleasant Hill against Triopia. We do know that game had a light out delay tonight, so don't know how that turned up yet. Try to find you finals of that one. 2 Saturday games in the WIVC. Beardstown and Carrollton tomorrow at 7. The game I'm going to tomorrow, Hardin, Calhoun, Route Catholic, should be a dandy as well. All right, the Hannibal Pirates, Ben, making their debut tonight against Helias. Man, tall order.
This was a big-time matchup, welcoming in the Crusaders all the way from Jefferson City. This one not all that high scoring. In the first half, Helias did kick a field goal in the final minute. That made it 17-8, but fireworks right out of the locker room. First drive for the Crusaders. Ben Worthington, he's there to force the breakup and starts with an incompletion. But then just moments later, here comes the Helias offense right back. Quarterback Austin Weaver finds Alex Marbury, who goes up to get it over the defender, and that leads to a Helias touchdown right after. Marbury to Sam Lopez on the screen. Lopez does the rest. Crusaders leading 24-8. But like I said, there were fireworks in the second half, and that's because a quick response from Hannibal. First game in the post-Aeneas Williams era, but Michael Faria put on a show of his own, a big man run, and it gets all the way into the red zone for the Pirates. And then just a couple of plays later, they would capitalize on that big run on the ground. And once again, it's on the ground. Cade Hoskins punches it in. Touchdown Hannibal. However, they fall by 11 in this one. They drop it 31-20 as Helias comes in from Jeff City and gets the win.
Checking in on other scores now. Bowling Green jumps all over Clark County tonight. 56 tonight for Mark St. Clair's crew over Clark County on the road against his former assistant coach at Hannibal, Ethan Allen. Also tonight, Scotland County looks really good. By the way, just a caveat on this, not making excuses, but Louisiana decimated by COVID this week, had just 16 players. Don't write off the Bulldogs just yet. Think that team has a chance to be pretty good down the stretch this season. Also, North Shelby, state ranked 10th. Against Bishop LeBlanc, state ranked 8th. LeBlanc is the deal. They get the win over the Raiders, 56-30, your final there. Knox County gave St. Paul Lutheran all it could handle tonight, trying to pull off the upset, but falls just short. 37-30 is your final. And check out the Paris Coyotes. What a job they did to Keatsville tonight, winning 66-8. Good stuff from the Coyotes. All right, Monroe City taking on Valle Catholic, Ben.
Yeah, it was not an easy home opener for the Panthers, like you said, against Valle Catholic at home. And they fell down in this one early, 14-0, until Dylan Ross changes that toss, takes it 80 yards all the way to the house, outrunning just about everyone on that field for the Panthers' first touchdown. And then they built some momentum right off of that. Next drive for the Panthers, they're going to force a fumble, as it's Quincy Mayfield there to recover it after everyone falls in it. Although that would be just about as good as things would get from Monroe City. They go on to fall in this one 41-14 at home.
Quickly through the fun, South Shelby tonight jumps all over Harrisburg. It was Palmyra and Hallsville at last check in overtime. Centralia upset tonight by Mexico, 20-16. Mark Twain and Highland were tied at 14 apiece at the half. All right, let's take you to Southeast Iowa quickly. Keokuk and Ottumwa going at it. Last year, Keokuk held Ottumwa to just 8 points, but you know what? Ottumwa was not having that early on in this one. Cameron Mannery showing off his weight room strength, rushing forward right here with the big gain. Then a couple plays later, it would be Mannery getting the offense going with a 4-yard touchdown to lead the Bulldogs to the lead. Keokuk, though, with that deadly passing attack coming right back at you here. This is Brenton Horde going to the air to his top wide receiver, Mason Klaus, who's going to take a 50-yard touchdown to the house for the Chiefs. At last check, they were trailing by 6. We don't yet have an update on that game for you. We'll try to get you a final on the web. Also tonight, it was Fort Madison falling against Burlington at home. Central Lee had a lead 13-0 against Van Buren County at the half. Let's do some softball today. Ronnie Richardson in charge of things for Highland, as the boss man was out sick today, and away we go in this one. Abby Legg with the early strikeout. She sets the tone for her squad in this one. Great stuff from her, some tremendous defensive help behind the plate. This is why Haley Winters is an all-stater. Check out this web gem, which I think you'll see on Sensational 7, right up against the backstop. Great stuff from her, and then the offense in the second inning comes alive. It starts with Addie Abel's RBI triple. Haley Winter adds to the affair. Abby Lay had 2 early runs in this one with the RBIs. Highland wins 9-1. Here's the caveat, though. They canceled the rest of the tournament due to weather conditions, but Highland will play a round robin down there coming up tomorrow. Also on the docket today, some scores to pass along softball-wise. It was Clopton jumping all over Marion County. Centralia with a pair of wins today at the Greater KC Tournament. And there's that Clopton score over Marion County, 14-0. Ben, some soccer for the kids.
Blue Devils get Orchard Farm soccer, and it was not a good start, already trailing 4-0 late. Then off the restart, Campbell Reiki, half a bicycle for the goal. Nice one right there, but the Devils, they fall 4-1. They fall to 0-2 now on the season, but they do got 2 to play tomorrow, chance to get right back on it. Then Clayton QND, late first half. Carter Hankins with a great stop, and the Raider momentum, though, did not last all that long. Adam Turner with the Clayton goal-ahead goal, and then Sam Leonard makes it 2-0 just before half, not long after as the Raiders fall 2-0, now 0-2 on the season.
Indeed, overtime coming your way tomorrow. We've got more highlights from tonight, including Palmyra, South Shelby, and more to come. Also soccer today, Lindbergh knocks off Jacksonville, as you saw there, 2-0. Overtime loaded at 10:30. Ben and I will see you then.